Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona Stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
On the run, it's Hurley. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. At the 45, on his way. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
He'll keep it himself. The pitch. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult for him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. On the move. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
At the 33. Now, 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Arizona runs out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Clyde. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Rebels racing to the line in a hurry-up. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Zings it complete to the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over the Coyotes. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Running behind that left side. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Hard running there. The ball squirts free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play.
Running toward the tape. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Rebels in the hurry up. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Klein. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's right on target. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Right down the middle. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Got some room to run. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Time to take a shot. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Leaves it with the back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Wildcats will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop it back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
It's complete to the right. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey,
looking deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And the Rebels are marching down the field.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Calls his own number. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Skips away from pressure. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 10 over Nevada. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
To the air, it's Travis. Makes the pass. Complete in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Makes his connection. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Got a man. It's Hurley. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Running to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They took it 71 yards down the field, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown.
Holds it in on the left. Open runway ahead. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Dances away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Looking for more room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you've got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Using his legs, it's Hurley. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try the run. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ole Miss 28, Arizona 14.
Trying to pick up a first down. Makes the grab on 3rd. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. At midfield, he's got room. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Didn't have any better luck going back to him on 2nd down. Now they're staring at 3rd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up fourth down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Deep shot for the end zone. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quarterback extends the play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got his man downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here laid now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Lets it go to the end zone. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Direct snap. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win.
Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Ragin' Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Dances away from the heat. He's going to take a shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Now Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. The Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. They created a little breathing room with that last play. Now 1st down just across the 20. Feeling some heat. Working that left side now. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try and pick up some positive yards.
Scanning the field, it's Savage. Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Coming after it. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards.
And he's got it at the 20.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Man, they can barely see the 1st down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get the...
And he's got it at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. All wideouts, no backs. Back to pass, it's Savage. They're working that left side.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll go to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They're going to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. And makes... First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Looking for a man. It's Savage. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store today. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Louisiana. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to pass, it's Savage. Getting some heat. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll fire to his right. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Turns it on in midfield. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he's... The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Finds his man, it's Penny. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10.
This is one of those plays where when the defensive backs come back to the huddle, they give you an earful. Is anybody going to get to the quarterback? Can anybody pressure him? I can't cover my guy for 4 hours.
They get to him as he throws. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Quarterback adapted. And he'll finish the... Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Unleashes one. He's got him wide open. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. He finds his man.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Savage. He's got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Raging Cajuns are on the move. Wants to pass. Got it. And he will. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they got him for the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Cajun. The offense starts with a short field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Using the quick game. Headed to the end zone. Takes it. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Slip. First down for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And with the interception. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the right. It's complete. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air, it's Savage. He'll take a deep shot here. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab down the left side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Louisiana. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. The play action fake. Gets it out fast. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to throw on third down. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And a big return after the... Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going deep. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. Here comes the offense on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going for it all. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Cajuns. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Back to pass, it's Savage. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's still trying to get away, and he will not. Oh, what a terrible play. Where did he think he was going? This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And his offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And the Raging Cajuns will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Raging Cajuns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. To the air. It's Savage. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next.
When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better.